In life insurance, our work is unique. We're not selling gadgets. We're offering protection, security, and a peace of mind that takes belief and daily focus. So here's the truth. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Without goals, you drift. Without goals, you'll never grow. So think about it like a pilot. A pilot doesn't get in the cockpit and just see where the wind takes them. They have a flight plan. They know the destination, and even if the turbulence comes up, they adjust and keep moving towards their goal. In this business, your goals are your flight plans. So, what types of goals are there? There's three types of goals. Activity goals. These are things that you can control. How many calls will you make today? How many appointments will you set this week? How many families will you sit in front of this month? Example, I will make 150 dials a day, set 5 to 10 appointments per week, and meet 20 families every 2 weeks. Who's got that goal? Anybody got that goal? Okay. Production goals. These are measurable results. Policies written, premium volume, commission earned. Who has a goal this week on premium? Just show me one of them in the chat. Okay, there's a 5,000, couple 5,000s, 10K. There, we have goals. Great. How are we going to get to those goals? That's a scoreboard, right? If you don't hit it, you know which activity to adjust to hit that goal. And then personal growth goals. We all know this. They're about becoming a kind person who can handle bigger success. Reading one personal development book per month, attending weekly trainings, morning accountability calls, and mastering a sales technique. So focus on activity and growth goals, and production goals almost take care of themselves. So one more time, focus on the activity and the growth goals, and your production goals will almost take care of themselves. So how are we going to do all that? Well, overcoming excuses first. Some of you might be thinking, well, I've set goals before and I didn't hit them. Here's the truth. A missed goal isn't failure. It's actually feedback. If you miss your production goal, check your activity. Did you make enough calls or appointments? If you miss your activity goal, check your schedule. Did you protect your selling time? If your schedule is broken, check your discipline. Are you following through on commitments? Again, excuses don't pay the bills. Effort does. So I like to take this. I'm a big golfer. That's who I am. So I look at it like, think about Tiger Woods. From a very young age, he wasn't just naturally talented. He was obsessed with practice, discipline, and improvement. Now, obsessed or dad-driven, there's a little bit the same when it comes to Tiger Woods there. But every day he spent hours hitting balls, perfecting his swing, and analyzing his game. Even when he faced injuries, setbacks, and losses, he didn't quit. He adapted, worked harder, and focused on the fundamentals. Over time, that consistent effort and focus turned him into one of the greatest golfers of all time. I mean, we all know how good Tiger is. But your career in life insurance is like Tiger's journey. Each call, every appointment, every policy you write is part of your daily practice. Let's see in the chat. How many people here think the phone weighs 50 pounds? Put a 2 in the chat. So we do have some heavy phone people. Okay. So let's take that phone and put it in the Schnitzer's world and go lift some weights. And if you pick up 50 pounds today, it's going to be heavy. And if you pick it up tomorrow, it's going to be heavier. And the next day, it's still going to be heavy. But as time goes on, that 50 pounds gets lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Pretty soon you're going to say, hey, I need another 50 pounds because that first 50 pounds was not very heavy. Practice. Pick up the phone, practice. Pick up the phone, practice. So again, making 150 calls a day may not produce the sales immediately. It may not. Meeting 20 families in a month may not produce immediate income. But over 3 to 6 months, consistent activity turns into 10, 20,000 in premiums a month. And a bunch of referrals to go along with that. So lots of practice, guys. Trust me, when I started, I was so bad on the phone that, I mean, even my wife yelled at me, but I was bad. But I could pick up the phone and I could dial. I wasn't scared to dial, but I wasn't good on that, on talking to people. Then I had to work on talking to people. Then I had to work on underwriting. It is a journey here. It's not going to happen overnight, but that's why you set goals. Win every single week. Set a goal weekly. Hit that goal. So, a few takeaways here. So, activity drives results. You can't control who says yes, but you can control your calls, your appointments, and your client visits. So, you know, example, 150 calls, 10 appointments, 3 policies. That's your activity in a production chain. So like as you set those goals, know what those numbers are. We don't all do these accountability sheets for for something to do. I mean, I can tell you, and I see Scott, that's why I'm calling you out all the time, Scott. Scott can tell you by your numbers where your disconnect is. I'll guarantee it. Any leader in here can tell you where your disconnect is by looking at your numbers. But if you're not tracking numbers, how can we help you tell you where your disconnect is? If you're not tracking numbers, how can you even set a goal? You have to have a goal in place, and then you have to track how to get to that goal. What's that flight plan look like? We all coach by the numbers. Growth is invisible before it's visible. Daily study, training, practicing your presentation may feel like nothing, but over time, it compounds into mastery. I have a little FOMO going on right now because I'm not at AOA. It drives me nuts. But when I did go to AOA, I got this little seed packet. Always be planting. Miss Sarah Reinecke. So when you plant a seed, like a farmer, and you water it, you put it in the ground, and you water it, and you don't see anything. And you water it, and you don't see anything. And you water it, and you don't see anything. And you water, and you don't see anything. But over time, it starts to sprout. Well, once it sprouts and comes out of the ground, it's already been growing underneath the ground. When you finally see it come above the ground, that's when it's actually growing. And that's when you actually see something. So give it some time. Give your growth some time. Number 3, write it, see it, live it. Write your goals down. Review them daily. Track all your calls, track your appointments, track everything, and see that progress visually. If you're new, you should be able to see more calls every single day. More calls every single day. Number 4, discipline beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Let's be honest. But discipline is what creates consistent action. Showing up every morning on this call, showing up every single day to work your schedule that is written out in front of you. Schedule your calls, schedule your appointments, schedule everything. Just like Scott said yesterday, schedule it out and follow up. There's no excuses not to. And you're fully responsible. I say this all the time, but if you're not where you want to be, that's on you. Because the second you choose, you can change it. So set your goals, chase them relentlessly, and don't stop until you've built the business and the life you came here for. And this is my favorite, and I put it in every time I talk, but if you're not where you want to be, the great news is it's 100% your fault. The even better news is the second you decide to, you can change it. So go out there and change your flight plan. Set those goals and have some fun. Guys, that's all I've got this morning. Now I have to do like 10 things. I will tell you guys, being on this call from the beginning, it changed everything about our business. And Jim, when he says we coach by the numbers, let me tell you, we coach by the numbers. It's 100% by the numbers. And when we first started, I remember putting numbers in and Jim saying, "Oh, you made 40 calls yesterday. Are you even in business?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess he's right. Am I in business? What does your guys' business look like? Go have fun. Go into these breakout rooms and look at the numbers. Own your numbers." So I'm going to get these breakout rooms open.
Thanks, Joe. Solid call, man. You hit a reframe for winners, which is not looking at missing your goal as a loss, but as data to readjust and realign. So maybe today's the day. Look back at your month, take ownership, and realign your week. Where you're missing is data for you to readjust what you need to do to accomplish your goal. We set bare minimums as the bare minimum, right, Joe? That's like the
Absolutely.
I got to hit it this month, regardless of what happens, what circumstances come up. So maybe it's time to look at those numbers and be honest with yourself. And Joe said it in like such a soft way. I love the way that you coach. It's nurturing, but it's super direct. The message is clear. We're collecting data this month, and it gives us an opportunity throughout the week to readjust and realign. So I appreciate that message, Joe. I did want to just chime in and say if you guys are on Wilbur Smith's team, you'll hop in my breakout today. He's at AOA.
Yeah, AOA. I got some FOMO going there.
I know, man. All right, breakout rooms are open. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Love you, man.
Love you.